And we're going to stand up nice and tall wherever you are. Have a little sip of water before we get started. Okay, good stuff. Happy Friday to you all. Weekend is upon us. The weather in Toronto is absolutely fabulous. Nice morning, warm, which is great. And so everyone just has, obviously, in a great mood just to start off with. Okay, stand up nice and tall, arms by your side. I'm just going to rock my body weight a little bit, side to side as I roll off the bottoms of the feet. Come back to neutral position, lift your heels, drop the heels, lift the toes. Nice slow movement to get us started. And then we're just going to become flat-footed, bend your knees slightly. Now we're going to lift those shoulders up to the earlobes. Take a big breath into your belly. And let's calm the shoulders down. Okay, shoulders down. Let's just take a few breaths here. Just breathe in and out, nice and slow. Breathe into your belly. And open your mouth and exhale. Let's cycle through a few of those. Bring your right hand onto your tummy, left hand onto your chest. Keep the left hand on the chest calm. Try and move into this belly space when you're breathing. As the breath comes in through your nose, deep into the belly. And then when the belly's full, then the chest can also fill. And then both hands press back into full exhale. Try and isolate this movement into the tummy space. And this will engage the diaphragm muscle underneath the rib cage, pressing up and down, just like a piston, up and down to create that big, deep breath. Okay. And then you're going to bring the arms to your side, a little bit of neck and head movement now. Turn your head to the left side. Exaggerate the movement, so chin is going towards the shoulder, then you're going to go back to center, turn to the right, go the other way. Ooh, my neck's a little bit tight this morning. Back to center, look up. Look forward and look down. Come back to center, turn the head to the left. Drop the ear to shoulder this time, look up and do a head circle into the opposite direction. We'll do about 3 of these. Do it slowly and just try to isolate the movement of your head without any other body part moving. And then we come back to center. Good stuff. Turn your head to the right this time. Drop ear to shoulder. Peek up at the ceiling and do a head circle in the other direction. Big sweeping circle in half speed. Good stuff. And then back to neutral position. Okay, look straight ahead and just drop the ears from side to side. Just a little side to side. Drop and drop. Drop and drop. Okay, a little bit more of a stretch. Come back to neutral position. Turn the head to the left side. Tuck the right arm behind you so the shoulder stays down. And then holding on to the side of the head, let's give a little tug, take that tension level to about a 5 or so, maybe even a 6 if that feels good. Look up at the ceiling. Keep that right shoulder down, and then you look down to the floor. Take it through the underarm. Release the tension and come back to neutral. And we're going to switch. The left arm tucks, and then I'm going to turn the head to the right, and then just drop the ear to shoulder as I look up. Look down through the underarm. Release the tension and then come back to neutral position. Arms will be by your side. Let's lock the elbows so the movement comes at the shoulder head. Lift the arms up. Send the arms to your back pocket without flaring your rib cage. Then down and around. Elbows are locked straight so the movement happens in the top of the arm. Arms, both of them. The more you do this, the more you're able to isolate the shoulder socket. Really important to isolate all the body movements and muscles that control these movements. Okay, then we go up, forward, and then down without that rib cage movement, if possible. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's just lift one arm up at a time. Now it's just the arm that's lifting to stretch. Down and switch the other arm. Yeah, no rib cage movement. Slow, so take the arm back, 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 back. Now bring the arms off to the side. Cross, arms straight. Open and close. Do this slowly. Move those shoulder blades behind you. Let's go up a little bit. Increase that range of motion of the arms at a higher rate. All right, good stuff. And shake that out. Again, bring the arms up to shoulder height. Let's bend the elbows to cactus arm. Keep the elbows here at shoulder height. So not too low, not too high, not forward, just back into a neutral type position. From here, press the arms down as far as you can go. So the idea is you want to get to here without doing what I'm doing. So you want to stand straight. The arms tend to come down. Leave them up. Take them out. Try and maintain this position and then move through that range of motion. Up and down, any amount. Do it slowly so you can really tap into it. Now, when you feel like you've gone all the way, there's always a little bit more when you contract your muscle group. Open, 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 and then we close it up. And then we do opposite. Release and let that go and shake it out. Okay, good stuff. All right, lift the arms up, grab onto the right, excuse me, pardon me, the right wrist. Press the arm up, and let's just do a little side tip over to the left. Look up. Come back to center, switch the wrist, do the other side. Come back to center. This time the right arm stays up here, but I'm just going to drop the hand behind me. Hold on to the elbow. Give that a little bit of a tug, and then tip to the left. So you want to feel this all the way down the back of the arm and down through the side of the rib cage as well a little bit. Come back to center and switch. And again, come back to neutral and shake that out. Okay, let's try something that is also shoulder related. You're going to take the right arm behind you and then the left arm behind you, and see if you can move the hands away from your body, away from your body. So it's not touching, there's nothing touching. And you're going to try and get the arm even closer, the forearm closer to your head. And notice if this is happening, or if you're able to actually pull the arm back. So both arms are moving away. Can you move them away from your body? And then can you lean forward with elbows bent, but arms not touching your body? Okay, switch, do the other side. Whew. Okay, so the right arm tucks, and if you notice, it'll touch, but then I'm trying to pull it away while the elbow stays bent. And I do the same on this side, and if the shoulders are tight, then you'll notice everything is pressing forward. So you're trying to take the arms. Oh, this is hard for me on this one side. My head is going forward. I'm trying to stay up. So try and pull the arms. No, this is what happened. Try and keep the elbow bent, both of them, and then move the arms away. Can be very challenging if your shoulders are tight. This left one is barely even moving for me in this position. So I just try and make the movement as much as I can. This is hard for me on this one side. And then we shake that out. Oh, okay. Very challenging if the shoulders are tight. Let's bring up the arms behind the head. And this time we're going to look up, open up, take a nice big breath. And then when you exhale, bring your elbows together. Tuck the elbows into your chest, rolling the spine. And then come on up, open, look up, and then roll forward. And up. I'm not going too low just because these AirPod ears fall out all the time. So I do encourage you to bring those elbows forward and then tuck all the way in so your neck or the chin goes into chest, and then you come on up and then open. Okay. Now we're going to move through the cat-cow movement of the pelvis only, anterior, posterior pelvic tilt. Bring your hands to rest onto your lap, and then let's soften the belly so we get that arch in the lower back. Take a breath in, and then exhale to tuck under and straighten out your back, lower back, and then cycle through just a few of those. Really exaggerate the movement. Tuck the tailbone under when you contract your belly. And let's just cycle through this movement. You want to get as much isolated movement through that pelvis as you possibly can. Really super good for your lower back. Couple more. And last one. And good, that feels good. All right, really good for releasing the lower back. Hands come at your waist. You could take your shoulders, or excuse me, feet about shoulder width apart. Rock a little bit side to side. Let's keep the shoulders on top of the hips here, so there's no upper body movement. Just side to side through this space. You can even put your hands here and feel as you're moving side to side, some movement happening in there. And then let's move into some circles. Do it slowly. Move into your range of motion. Good stuff. Other direction, please. Other direction. Big sweeping circle. And good stuff. We're going to go back into a neutral position. Okay, let's lift one leg at a time. Warm this up a little bit, one leg at a time. Have a chair close by if you need some balancing assistance. Now you're going to lift the right leg up and hold. Take the leg off to the side. Kick it back, straighten it out, bring it forward. Out. Cycle through. Do that circle. I'm going to do about 5 of them. Slowly. I think I've got one more here. I'm not going to put the right foot down, but I'm taking the knee up. Then it goes back, out, and then forward. I'm standing on padded mats here. These are about 2 inches in thickness, and they're moving constantly. This is a really whole next level way of balancing when you don't have a hard surface underneath you. It's quite challenging to do. I'm going to do one more here. And then I switch. So try and maintain full control. My floor is moving because of the 2-inch thick pads here. So this is really challenging me here quite a bit to maintain this position. Knee up and then off to the side. Whoop, already I'm noticing it's tight. As soon as I do this, my upper body leans. So I'm going to try and stay upright. Take the leg out and then back. And try and open up this one side, which is very tight for me this morning. Whoop, foot comes down, that's okay. So if this is challenging for you, you're going to just do this with your big toe. If you can't balance and there's nothing for you to hang on to, then this is what you're doing. You circle with the big toe touching, okay? Then eventually you lift it a little bit, then you lift it a little bit higher and higher and higher, and then you just start to balance like me. And then we go from here, back, around. Same thing applies. If you can't quite manage, you're going to just hover the toe, the big toe in circles. Then eventually lift, and then eventually go even higher. And one last one. Okay, good stuff. Remember, these are all progressive type movements. So I'm kind of showing you the full movement, but you can just certainly sweep around with the toes. That can work quite well. Okay, doke, let's lift up that right heel and then crunch your toes under on that right side. So a little bit of pressure and tension into that foot. Let's stretch out the top of the foot. Internal rotation, external rotation, a little bit of movement. Let's switch it up, other side. Crunch the toes under, a little bit of internal, external rotation. Okay, one more time over on this side. Okay, you're gonna roll those toes under and then go to the side of the foot, go to the back of the foot, and then switch it around and just do some circles here using the foot as your gauge of movement. Nice job, everyone. A nice big slow circle. And then let's go to the inside and around to the outside. So in and out, big circles through this space. Okay, good stuff. Let's do the other side. So you're going to lift the left heel, roll to the outside, go to the back, and then sweep it to the inside in a big circle in this direction. Great job. And then we're going to go to the inside and around in this direction just a few times, and then we'll be done. Okay, right on time. Good stuff. We're done with cars this morning. Should be warmed up a little bit. I'm going to get our timer on. Turn the music up a little bit louder. We're going to rock and roll here for 20 minutes of some cardio work. There we go, timer's on. Music's a little bit louder. And once you're all set to go, let's just start to march. Standing position, stand nice and tall. Jogging in position or marching in position, 20 minutes. We're gonna have various movements for 45 seconds. We reset here for 15 seconds, then we go into another movement for 45 seconds. Don't use me for your speed model, okay? Choose the speed that works for you, that's challenging, but something that you can maintain for this 20 minutes. Now you can go up, you can go down, totally fine. You can take a break, come back to it, or just go solid. Remember, it's progressive. We progress to various points of efficiency. Our bodies will adapt. Okay, top of the yoga mat, walk forward, walk back, avoid looking down. Great job, everyone. Yeah, pretty quick. Ten more seconds. And then back to center for a reset. Good job. Side to side for 45 seconds. Side to side, side to side to side to side to side. Back to center, reset. Arm circles overhead, elbows straight. Up, down, up, and down. Up and down. Arms straight so you move through the shoulder. Bring the arms down and back to reset. Great job. Okay, this time arms cross, and we start to lift the height of the arms. Up, down, elbows straight. Up, down. Move through a full range of motion. Good stuff. Ten more seconds. Full range of motion, cross opposite ways. And then you come back to reset. Good job. Let's go. Reset, everyone. Okay, bring the arms up here. One leg forward, one leg back. One leg forward, one leg back. Keep those elbows back. Shoulders right on top of the hips. Bend your knees. Great job, everyone. Back to center position, reset. Great pace, everyone. Looks really good. Let's lift the hands up to around the chest height, and then knee up to the hand. Same side. Same side. Big kicks. Almost there. Now we drop the arms. Whew, arms get heavy. And let's go back to marching. All right, legs go a little bit wider. They keep moving. Then we start to punch. And then up and down. Full range of motion. Knees bend and move. Great job. Ten more seconds. Okay, and then we come back and reset. Great job, everyone. All right, arms lift overhead, punch the ceiling. Punch, punch. Knees move, 45 seconds. Look up, punch up. That's it, reach up, punch up. Great job. All right, arms drop. Woo. Okay, let's move. Okay, modified jumping jack. Side step, lift. Arms down, back to reset. Great news, 10 minutes in the books. 10 minutes, all done. Halfway through. Take the legs a little bit wider, bend your knees, tap the floor, reach up. Tap and reach, tap, reach. Fifteen more seconds. One more. Legs back, and we reset. Woo. Bring the hands back up. This time, opposite knee to opposite hand. Try and keep the hands up. So not this. Hands up, knees up. Ten more seconds. Big knee kicks. Kick those knees. And whew, arms down, back to reset. Good stuff. Heel taps behind us. Tap, 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 and tap. A little, a lot, somewhere in between, maybe a little hop. Maybe opposite arm, opposite lift. All right, reset. Good job. Whew. Gotta love Michael Jackson, right? Legs wide, turn, punch, 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 punch. Let's go quick. Punch, punch. Legs aren't moving, so we want to pick up the pace at the top of the body. Look to where you're punching to. Turn the upper body and punch. We're all going to become really good at punching. Little side benefit. Punch, punch, punch. Nice vigorous movement, gang. Turn, turn, punch, punch. Back to center. All right, let's go. Reset. All right, let's clap, 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 clap underneath the leg. Clap, clap. Yeah, notice I'm not leaning forward here. I'm standing tall, kicking the leg up. Twenty more seconds. Any amount here is a good amount. Great, great job, everyone. Stay with it. All right, reset. 15 minutes in the books. We got 5 minutes left. Let's go. Pick up the pace for this last 5 minutes. Right hand to left shin, and then switch, other side. Hand to shin. Maybe it's just a knee, maybe it's just a thigh, maybe it's all the way to the shin, halfway down the shin if you can. 15 seconds. Arms down, reset, let's go. Whew. Sweating. All right, right hand to left ankle if we can manage. Maybe even the bottom of the foot, or any amount, okay? Any amount. Eventually work your way down. Maybe the ankle, heel, bottom of the foot. Again, opposite arm goes up. Whew. One day you'll feel this with the weights, for sure. Hip flexors kicking in. That's it. Kick, 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 kick. Arms down, reset. Whew. Great job. Pick up the pace. All right, legs gonna go a little bit wider. Arms to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back, side, side. 3, 4, 5, center. Punch. 5, center. 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle, punch. Straight up. Middle. 4 and 5. Center, up. Bring your legs together, feet together, back to marching. Great job, gang. All right, I'm going to take the legs a little bit wider. Right hand to somewhere on the left leg. Side, 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 side to side. Little lunge movement, side to side. Bend those knees, side to side. Ten more seconds. Wish you could see this puddle of sweat underneath me. All right, legs back. Great job. Last minute. This is our last minute. When we get to that 30-second mark, I'll let you know, and that's when we dial it up. Are you ready? Almost there. We're gonna really pick up our pace for the last 30 seconds. Set and go. 30 seconds starts right now. When we get to the 10-second mark, I'll count it down, and that's when you're going to move into your fastest and safest movement for this morning. Are we ready? Set. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, pardon me, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Oh, good job, everyone. Woo, I'm sweating buckets this morning. Okay, great job. All right, I'm going to turn the music down a bit just so that we can move through this next series of movements. As I mentioned, we spend a terrific amount of time working the front of our body. Muscles in the front, muscles in the front, 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 front. We can't neglect the back. Our back muscles are what support and balance our movement between front to back. So if we're very strong in the front, we could be weak in the back, and vice versa, but most people are stronger in the front. Okay, just so that I get our programming, let me just see what we're doing exactly. What I'd like you to do, this work is going to be on our belly space, okay? So we're going to be on our tummy. I want you to get in a position that feels good for you. If you need not towels, but pillows or anything underneath you for a little bit of support, then that's totally fine. All right, but the first position that we're going to move into is just getting us into the back bend type of a position. And in yoga, this is called Sphinx. So I'm going to come down onto my belly and then onto the elbows. So the movement from here essentially is just to lift up and lower down. I'm looking at you, but I want you to look straight down to the floor. You don't need to crank your neck up either. So try and look down and then lower the rib cage and then lift the rib cage up. So chest away from the floor. But notice where this movement is coming from. Is it coming from the arms being buried into the floor, or are you engaging your back muscles? So try and do that. Go up and down a few times by engaging your back muscles with less pressure into the forearms or or the elbows. And if you want to test the back muscles in this position, you can take the arms off to the side where the elbows come off the floor. So my arms are forward, they can go off to the side a little bit as well. So extend the arms, just the hands touching the floor, and then pull the chest away. And notice whether it's happening from your hands or from your back, all the way up and down the spine. So the idea is to engage the back muscles. Up and down. Again, don't crank the head up. There's no need. That's just our body's mechanism of trying to get away from the floor a little bit more. So up and down a few times. All right, good stuff. Okay, this next movement, this is all from Pilates, by the way. This next movement is called Snow Angels. Now, we've all done snow angels with our kids in the snow. So think about the snow angel movement. Usually we do it on our back, right? Because that's snow angel sweeping the snow, but we're going to do it onto our belly. So the movement here is arms forward, legs back. I'm going to lift the chest off the floor, legs off the floor, arms off the floor, open to the side, come back, and then lower everything down. So it's lift, open, back, and down. Lift your legs, lift the arms, lift the chest, come back into center. So snow angels for 45 seconds. Up, out, back, and down. Up, out, back, and down. Now, if you're feeling this in your lower back, you must contract your abdominal muscles in the front to protect your lower back. So you should not feel this in the lower back at all. Remember that pelvic tilt and tuck your tailbone under, then you lift up, come out, and it'll go back into center. Okay, take a quick break. Let's go into number 3. Swimmer position. Now we can start this gradually. The intent is that the chest lifts off the floor, legs lift, arms lift, and then we swim. Now to start off with, what I suggest you do is have both hands down onto the floor, feel your toenails into the floor, lift the right arm and left leg, and then switch left arm, right leg. So switch it up, keep your chest up. Single side, arm and leg, and then you pick it up a little bit quicker. Eventually, the chest lifts, legs lift, arms lift, and then you swim. Eventually. Okay, so right now, one at a time. Try and keep the arm and leg as high and for as long as you can, 1 or 2 seconds. And last one. Take a quick break. You can roll your hips a little bit from side to side. Okay, this next movement is a side crunch while still lying onto our belly. I'm going to bring the hands to the side, elbows off to the side, and when I lift the chest up, I'm going to crunch the right elbow into the right hip, come to center, and do the other side. So I'm lifting the whole time and then doing a little side crunch. Side to side, any amount. If you can't lift the chest off the floor, have your hands onto the floor and just move your body side to side. Try and lift though as much as you possibly can, lifting as you move side to side. And last one. And take a quick break. Good job. Okay. Heel taps. Heel taps, we're again lifting the chest off the floor. I'm going to bring, now you can have one arm forward, tap your heel, and then switch, or both hands off the floor, and then you will just tap one side, other side. Tap, tap, tap. Chest lifts, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Keep lifting the chest off the floor. Tap side to side, 45 seconds. 10 more seconds. Keep the chest lifting. And last one, and take a quick break. Okay, we're going to come up onto our side this time. Have a little sip of water. Whew, a little sweat. Okay, so that was the back. You should feel it in your back. I do, for sure. The tendency here sometimes for us is to feel a little bit of lower back pain. So when you're lying on the belly, we actually have to contract the abdominal muscles in the front to create that tuck, that pelvic tuck, and then that is what protects the lower back. And that's why I emphasize it so much. The homework for this weekend is to watch the Facebook video that I just posted yesterday, I believe, on how to do the cat-cow movement. It is essential to be able to move the pelvis so that we can get that tension away from our lower back. Okay, we're going to work the sides here. These are the obliques, part of our core muscles. Now, I'm going to have one leg on top of the other, right elbow down. And if you notice, this elbow is like underneath the shoulders where I'm trying to get to. I'm going to lift the left arm up. And without putting too much weight into this right arm, I'm going to try and lift the pelvis up a little bit. So I'm actually crunching here on the side, squeezing, contracting muscle to lift up. This is a modified side plank. Eventually, you're going to go to a full leg side plank and then do these little hip dips, maybe even lifting one leg up, okay? So that is eventual, but from here, we just start from this position, knees bent, we lift and lower, look up, lift, lower, 45 seconds, lift, lower. Nice job. So you want to squeeze on the bottom, create that lift. Last one, we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, other side. And bend that elbow, bring it underneath the shoulder, bend your knees, flex your feet. Right arm goes up, tuck the knees in, and then let's go up and down, up and down. If you can do the full side plank, then do the side plank. Otherwise, this modified version, you're squeezing here, contract to get that lift. Nice job. Almost there. Last one, and let's stay up now. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. All right, gang. Great job, everyone. That is our workout for this morning. Happy Friday to you all. Have a great weekend. Don't forget yoga on Sunday. Just stay with me one sec as I do the attendance for this morning. Remember, we've got yoga on Sunday. And please keep watching for the Facebook group page as I continue to populate with all kinds of really good fun stuff. Okay, my shopping spree of winners for exercise equipment is the latest installment. All right, have a fabulous day, everyone. Hope to see you Sunday. Bye. Enjoy your day. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. You're very welcome. Bye-bye.